Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll explain how to replace your boat transom. First, I'd like to plan on how I'm going to cut the original liner out. As you can see here, already planned out how I'm going to cut it. What I'm doing now is I'm just cutting the top of the transom off. This will help with removing the liner and the coring as well. You'll see here in a minute. Little by little, just chiseling it away. So that's a pretty rough looking transom, if you ask me. It's raw wood sitting there. Now you shouldn't be able to do this here. I am pulling back the whole sheet of coring. Typically you'll have to chisel this off little by little. But this coring wasn't glued in, so I was able to peel it back pretty much with the whole sheet. Alright, so what we have here is a poorly laminated piece of fiberglass. You shouldn't be able to take a whole sheet of fiberglass off, especially like this. I'm not sure if this was laminated wrong, or, which most likely it was, or it had a bad chemical reaction, which is another possibility because the original glass is greenish. So that kind of indicates to me that it's either epoxy or vinyl estern, and this is looking like polyester resin. And if anyone knows, the polyester resin does not adhere properly to epoxy resin. So I'm wondering if this was just a bad chemical reaction that caused it to not laminate. If anybody knows how to identify resins as in polyester, epoxy, and vinyl estern, please leave a comment and let me know. I'm kind of interested. I kind of can tell, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see here, more delam going on. You want to get all this stuff out, because if you leave this stuff in, it basically gives you no purpose or no reason to recore your transom because it's not being held on. So what I'm doing now is just grinding back all the old fiberglass, getting it clean and smoothed out, so when we lay our coring in, it'll be a nice contact and adhere properly, unlike the previous coring. Now I'm making a template using popsicle sticks and a hot glue gun. This really makes for a good template. Done this multiple times, and every time the coring I've cut fits pretty much perfectly. So highly recommend doing this method if you are going to make a template for your transom. What I like to do too is just put some reinforcements on the corner of these templates, so when I remove it, as you can see, it's a little flimsy. Just helps keep its shape and not break. Just marking out the template on a piece of coosa. I'm gonna get this cut out with the Sawzall. Definitely my preferred tool for cutting. Now we're just going to do a fit check, make sure everything fits properly. Then we're going to mark the top side of this transom coring to get that piece cut out as well. Fit check once again. Just always checking. I'm going to pull the fiberglass up against it, make sure it seats real nice and neat. Here we got another piece of high density coosa we're going to glue in where the engine's going to be mounted to. Just giving it another thicker piece of coring in that spot. Making a thick batch of epoxy right now to glue it in. Taking our C-clamps, clamping it all up, making sure we have seepage coming out of all the sides. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be pre-glassing the 1708 on the coring side that's going to be glued up against the original glass of the boat. So that I'll already have 2 sheets of perfectly glassed 1708 before it even gets glued in on the inside. With big sheets like this, I do lay them down dry, because if you pre-wet these out, they're too pliable, too bendy, and they lose their shape and it gets real messy. So we just wet them out real heavy. So now I'm just marking up where I'm going to be cutting, or where I'm going to be drilling the holes for the jig that we're going to use to clamp the coring to the original skin. Just loosely fitting the jigs, making sure everything fits nice. Now what I'm doing here is taking loose epoxy and wetting out the coring first with this, and then I'm taking thickened epoxy and wetting out the transom skin, so when we glue it in together, both sheets basically have a sheet of resin on them. Clamping it up, as you can see the skin of the original transom wall butting up with the coring. Got all our C-clamps, Got as much pressure all around as possible. We letted that cure overnight. Now I'm just knocking out all the jigs, which could be a fun time, especially if you get epoxy on the threads. And then once the jigs are removed, it is time to start fiberglassing the inside. What I did off camera was I filled up all the edges and seams with thickened epoxy, rounded them off, and now I'm just layering up 1708, overlapping each other. As you can see here, we got the strips of 1708 pre-cut, ready to rock and roll. Makes for a cleaner application. And I also pre-wetted everything out as well with the strips. See here, I'm wetting out the surface because I'm about to lay some bigger sheets of glass, so we're laying it dry. See how easier it is to lay. If that was all wet, man, it would be a mess. So just give this a minute and it'll start to turn translucent. That's why I'm doing the other side now. Here we got the outer skin grinded off and I got the holes filled up. We are going to be wetting out the sheets of fiberglass that we're going to apply to the top of the transom to round off the cap, seal it up, really ties it in together. Here we are wetting out the glass, doing the smaller pieces first, getting them quickly wetted out and put off to the side, letting it soak in. So there you have it, guys. Off camera I laid 2 layers of 1708 on the outside of the skin, grinded it clean. So I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed it. Till next time.